Right, quick update on Solana. So we are pretty much, halfway there to our price target. Last video I made for Solana, we were round about 118, and I told you I was picking up more Solana. We bought more Solana at 118 in the last video, and since then we've had a massive rally, currently up about 16% in 3 days. So we've been calling this for quite a long time. If you've been watching my channel for more than a couple of weeks now, I've been talking about the scenario of this triple bottom and then a massive bull run. We saw this coming a million miles away. We've been talking about this for basically the past month, because we looked at the previous data. We saw that Solana made an all-time high, came down 69%, made a triple bottom formation, and then went on a massive rampage. We then proceeded to put in a very similar situation where we had an all-time high, 71% decrease, and we've been talking about this for the past couple of weeks. We've been talking about this triple bottom formation and a bull run to soon ensue. And also, yeah, I mean, that's basically all we've been talking about. We've been talking about a massive rally coming for Solana, and it seems like we have just been going up like a rocket. I mean, there is no slowing Solana down right now. It is on an absolute rampage. So we're pretty much already at our next target, which is the $150. We've been predicting this move for quite a long time now. Yes, in not yesterday's video, I don't think I made any videos yesterday, but 2 days ago we were at 118. I told you I was picking up more Solana. Since then we've moved up approximately about 15.5 to 16%, so fairly decent trades we've been making so far on Solana. If we look at the volume right now, volume is exponentially increasing. This is extremely bullish. Now, also, we pointed out, coming over to the weekly candles, Heikanashis. If you want to learn more about Heikanashis, I do have an educational playlist where I explain everything to do with Heikanashis. But the reason why I use Heikanashis, especially on Solana, is it characterizes uptrends and downtrends very nicely. And if we look at this, we can see we're about to print our second week of bullish momentum on the Heikanashis. So I personally do think that Solana is going to keep rocketing up. If we look at the RSI and the money flow indicator is at 40. And the RSI is at 50, so we have so much room to go to the upside. Not only do I think we're coming up to 150, I think we are going to smash through it in the next coming weeks, and I think we will have another price target for you for Solana after we do break the 150. So out of curiosity, let's see what's going on with the next price target, because we are pretty much getting to that point where we might be breaking through the 150 any day now. So 618 Fibonacci. This is really your number one moon line. I mean, obviously, if you've been watching my videos, I've been talking about 112. I said once we get above 112 and we have a daily close, I think we're going to initiate a massive parabolic rally or a bull run for Solana. We basically did that to the teeth. We closed on 112 and had basically a massive parabolic rally in the last few days. Now, I don't think we're going to stop necessarily anytime soon before we do fulfill our target up here at 150. If we do hit 150, I could see us potentially coming back down, back testing the 618 at 140 before we do, or not the 618, sorry, the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement. Let me make sure this is at the right level at, yeah, basically 140. So keep an eye on 140. This could potentially be a slight area of resistance. I don't think it will last for long. Nonetheless, our target is still 150. We've been talking about this for a very long time. Looks like we're coming up to fulfill it. After we do break through 150, back test the 200-day of support. 191 is on the cards, and then obviously the all-time high up here at 260. Once we take out 260, we've got Fibonacci extensions at 369. We've got extensions at $547, $725, and $834. Obviously, these are not targets that we will be taking into consideration anytime soon. We really need to break above 192 before I can even, humor these price targets up here. Nonetheless, I do think in the next year, at least some of these Fibonacci extension levels, especially the $368, I do think these are 100% going to be taking out. Obviously, nothing is guaranteed in crypto. We could go to zero tomorrow. Obviously, I don't think that's going to happen. I am a massive Solana bull, so do take that into consideration. I am slightly biased. I do hold a large bag of Solana, so while I'm not necessarily trying to pump my own bags and get you in Solana, I am just making you aware that I am slightly biased because I do hold it, but I do hold it because I think it's a good project. I don't hold projects that I think are shitcoins. I think Solana's a great project. I think it's going to continue to grow, and I think it has a lot more growth potential than its other competitors like Ethereum. I think Solana's going to be an Ethereum killer. I think they're both going to coexist, but I do think Solana is going to eclipse some of Ethereum's market cap, which can mean that, you know, Solana can 10x from here. I mean, and that's a fairly conservative target. If the entire space keeps growing, if Ethereum does a 5x, a 2x, a 4x, I see absolutely no reason why Solana can't do a 5x or a 10x. So that's what I see coming for Solana. Once again, if we look at the volume, exponential volume, volume is slightly decreasing day over day, but nonetheless, this is greater volume than we've seen in quite a while, especially as we have got 4 very nice volume candles coming in the past 4 days. Now, once again, keep an eye on 150. 150 is still my next target. I think we're going to head up strongly. That is all I see for the USD pair. We are extremely bullish. We're above the 618. We're coming up to the 0.5 Fibonacci at 140. Everything about the USD pair looks extremely bullish right now. So that is all I see for the USD pair. If we check out what's going on with the BTC pair, once again, we bottomed at the 618, similar to, or not that similar, because the USD pair, I guess, went down to the 786. So a little bit of difference there, but nonetheless, looking at the BTC pair, we're heading up right now. We're literally about to touch the 200-day moving average for Solana. You can see this was a massive area of support during this whole bull run. The second we lost it, we broke below it, came back down, back tested it, and fell off the table. So I think breaking above this 200-day moving average is going to be extremely bullish for Solana. I think once we get above the 200-day, the Solana BTC pair is going to go on a massive rally. I mean, you can see here on the side, Solana is up 9% against Bitcoin today, and Bitcoin's up 2%. Solana's up 11% today. So all in all, Solana against the USD looks amazing. Solana against Bitcoin looks amazing. I think Solana against Bitcoin has bottomed. I think Solana is coming to take out these previous all-time highs on the BTC pair, meaning that we have approximately about 60% growth against Bitcoin. If we only extrapolate that to the USD pair, see where the USD pair would take us, 60% increase from where we are now would put us well above the 618 Fibonacci. This would put us all the way at $219, and obviously that is assuming that Bitcoin does absolutely nothing in that time, and I do think Bitcoin is going to start to head up, which means, you know, if Bitcoin goes on a 20% rally, or if it fulfills this 17% target, then Solana will not only have the let's see what we've got here, will not only have a 60% growth against Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is heading up, you know, 20-25% during that time, it really means that Solana is going to be getting ready to take out these previous all-time highs at 260, which, contrary to most people's belief, I think this is going to happen a lot sooner than most people think. I think this is going to be a target for the next 2 months. I think because the OpenSea integration is coming for Solana in April, at some point in April. I don't know the exact date. But I own Solana NFTs. They're absolutely pumping. They're going absolutely insane right now. I think once Solana fully integrates with OpenSea, Solana is going to see a lot of interest from people who are previously ETH maxis, and obviously people who are in Ethereum must be millionaires if they can spend $60 or $70 per transaction. I've only used the ETH blockchain 2 or 3 times, and the last time I used it, it was an absolutely horrible experience. I claimed some IDO allocation tokens from VPAD. I think I spent $70 on a transaction that was failed. I then had to spend another $70 on another transaction that was $140 just to claim my free tokens. I then had to send them out of my MetaMask wallet to Femex. That was another $70. So this is what I mean. I mean, ETH maxis clearly have a lot of money if they can spend, you know, more than $200 on free transactions. $1 on Solana will last you a lifetime worth of transactions. So like I said, I am a tiny bit biased because I do hold a bunch of Solana, but I hold it for a reason. I think it's a very great project. I think new projects are going to get built on Solana much more exponentially than on Ethereum. I think a lot of the supply is going to be locked up from people building projects on top of Solana. I think NFT projects are going to continue to build on top of Solana and create value for the ecosystem and lock up tokens. And yeah, I mean, that's basically my long-term perspective and my short-term perspective on Solana. A bit of a ramble there, but you know, nonetheless, I'm talking about the long-term perspective, so it is what it is. Nonetheless, I still think we're heading up to $150. Keep an eye on 150. If we're able to flip 150, this is where it gets really interesting. If we break above 150, backtest the 200-day, like I said, 618 Fibonacci's all the way up here at 192. And that might be happening a lot sooner than a lot of people think, so that's all I see for Solana. Best of luck if you are holding Solana. Once again, none of this is financial advice, it's just my own opinion on the market, and you've always got to do what's best for you. Cabo out. Peace.